ring, or you can also bid online. Thank you. At greattvauction.com. And again, you've got until 10 o'clock tonight for the online and on the phone bidding. And what's going to happen is the highest bidders will be called back for a competitive bid off. So items for your home, travel, sports are up there, all of it. Don't miss out on this. You can get in on great deals while you support Milwaukee Public Television. We have more items to get to you. This M board is now closed. Thank you to everyone who has bid. And like I said, if you missed it by just that much, make sure you're calling in and bidding high and bidding often. And what the heck, tell your friends that you're watching so that way they can bid with you and raise money for Milwaukee Public Television. How about more items? You wake up with him on Light Rock 92.1. It is Don Rosen with more items on the seaboard.
Hey, Sandy, say hello to my table captain, Hannah, representing Teamsters local number 344. Let's do it, Hannah. Item number 7151 is a photograph, the work of past featured artist Grace Natoli Sheldon, titled Squash, donated by the artist of kitchen art photography, valued at $250. The focus is on a golden squash resting among leaves and vines. Another squash, nearly purple with gold splashes of color, sits behind the first. Sheldon has been taking marvelous still life of natural objects for more than 30 years now. Set in a double white mat signed by the artist, it is set in a black wood frame to a size of 20 by 26 inches. Next item up, 1124. It's a Richard Sloan print of wood ducks valued at $200. A placid pair of gray geese barely disturb the pond as they rest in solitude. Richard Sloan, a Chicago native, has been nationally known for his wildlife portraiture since the late 1960s. This work arrests the eyes in its very simplicity. The print is double matted in a cocoa and deep cream, then set in a layered wood frame that echoes those colors. The work measures 22 by 25 inches. Item number 2030 is a print donated by Wisconsin Craft Mill at Wisconsin Dells, titled Horse Roundup, valued at $200. A lone cowboy drives a herd of horses through a river on their way to a corral. The splashing water contrasts with the still, deeply reflective waters in the foreground. Snow-covered mountains and stands of evergreens serve the arena in the roundup. Set in a dark olive mat with a closed groove exposing the cream ground, it's framed in a wide oak frame to a size of 24 by 28 inches. Next up, item number 2185 is a signed limited edition print from an issue of 500 titled Winterwood Lot by Wisconsin wildlife artist Owen J. Grommy, valued at $395 and donated by talent Kathleen Rave of Brookfield, Wisconsin. We see a covey of 8 bobwhite quail enjoying the camouflage provided by a pile of aging brown timbers amidst heavy snows. Grommy uses distinct shades of browns to articulate each bird's feather patterns. With his skilled brush strokes, a brown game bird becomes noble beauty. Attention to each bird's focused eyes grant them a personal uniqueness as well. Certificate of authenticity is included. Item number 1449 is a set of 2 hand-painted porcelain art masks of elegant ladies with feathered adorned hats. The set is valued at $180. The glazed clay masks were handcrafted in San Francisco by artists Jenny McLean and Claudia Cohen. They rather remind one of either the jubilant 1920s flapper era or perhaps the Mardi Gras celebrations that occur in certain communities. Those rosy-cheeked women have lipsticks and bold hat feathers to match. We might step back in time in order to join them as they cast their spells about the fashionable streets of San Francisco. Item number 5695 is a ceramic sculpture of a polar bear with her cub entitled Mother's Love by artist Wendy Neiman. It's valued at $200, donated by the artist of Kenosha. The sculpture is 14 inches long, 8 inches high. It features a realistic 3-dimensional interpretation of a polar bear and her cub resting upon an ice floe or berg. In this time of global warming, we wonder if the polar bear's habitat will slowly melt away. The artist has captured the bear's power in an impressionistic manner that has her and her cub almost merging into the ice beneath them. Item number 1788 is a Harlequin doll, valued at $100. The slender 15-inch high doll is dressed in a costume of deep lavender and gold brocade with delicate shades of lavender and green. Her deep collar is accented with gold balls. The brocade print is used for her tall hat that has dangling beads that match her earrings. The stark white of her porcelain feet, hands, and face complete the piece. The doll is meant to remain in a sitting position. And finally, number 6106 is a unique bronze bridge lamp valued at $80. This lamp is 52 inches high. That's 52 inches high, including its single globe. It's mounted in a heavy four-toed circular base. It features a clouded white glass globe mounted upwards on an extended 7-inch arm. The cord is newer than the original and ready to use. It's in very good condition overall, including a handsome finish. That's my finish. Here's Sandy.
That is the voice of Don Rosen of Light Rock 92.1, who has been volunteering here for 30 years with the Great TV Auction. Thanks so much, Don. And as you are tuning into Milwaukee Public Television tonight, thank you for always tuning in. Maybe you've watched shows like Masterpiece. Well, we have a lot of masterpieces and great works of art here on the Great TV Auction. And right now, auction co-chair Bob Prentke is going to speak with one of our artists, Chuck Weber.
Hey, thanks, Sandy. It is my absolute pleasure to have with us this evening Chuck Weber, this year's sports collection artist who's created this incredible piece for Ryan Braun, or of Ryan Braun. And Chuck, I mean, this is amazing. Could you tell us a little bit about some of the items in it and some of the different images?
Well, thank you, Bob. It's a triple portrait, as you can tell, and I wanted to capture, of course, Ryan, who's a great looking person close up. Then I also wanted to capture the beast mode, which is symbolic of the season and their great run, and also the signature swing of Ryan Braun, who is noted as one of the purest swings in the game, and all under the masthead of MVP.
Now, another thing, Chuck, you pointed out that all of these are on canvas, and the images, it just pops right off the medium. So tell us a little bit more about the canvas and how that really adds to the enhancements of the print.
Well, I believe it's for the first time you've done the sports prints on canvas instead of on a lithograph or a serograph, and it's the very best quality that's out there. It's archival inks, 8 colors. They're guaranteed for something in the order of 100 years, and it's all on 100% canvas. So it's the very best quality you can get in a fine art print.
Chuck, it's an amazing piece of art, and we are so lucky to have it this year for our 2012 auction. And we'd like to thank you so much for giving us this great piece of a great player, Ryan Braun. So thank you very much, and I hope everybody bids high and bids often on these pieces. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Bob.
So nice to get to know a little bit more about some of that wonderful artwork, especially if you are a Brewers fan like me and you. It is now time to check out the great friends of Milwaukee Public Television Great TV Auction. Let's have a quick message from Roundy's Metro Market.
Many of the services and supplies needed to run the Great TV Auction are contributed by area business.